Всем огромнейший привет, дорогие друзья! Вы на канале Return PlayStation. Сегодня я начинаю прохождение игры под названием «Возвращение на Остров Обезьян». Это квест. Посмотрим, как пойдет, насколько интересно. Так что устраивайтесь поудобнее. Я желаю всем приятного просмотра. Оставляйте комментарии. Пробейте палец вверх для поддержки канала. И давайте начинать.
Chuck! Guybrush, come over here, gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow. What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
It unlocks the outhouse outside. What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one. I once got a scurvy.
How much are those chicken foot fries?
Chicken foot fries are 2 pieces of 8.
Can we get some chicken foot fries?
You got 2 pieces of 8? That's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Have you got any?
No.
Then no fries.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
Looks like they need a swabby in here. I'll never be the ship's swabby. That is really, really low. It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boom!
Ha! He's dead to the world. Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
Sounds real. It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Good, you unlocked it.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way, you do it.
Okay. Gross. Gross.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien.
It isn't a piece of eight, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of eight.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin. Please wash hands before leaving outhouse.
I can stand on my head.
I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do. Hey, Chucky. It says you're supposed to wash your hands.
I never wash my hands.
I can't even tell if it's animal, vegetable, or mineral.
I once ate 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
This would be great for apple bobbing. Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead.
Hey,
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
exhibit removed. Aw.
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
We'll get some scurvy dogs and then go play over there. Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
That's where the outhouse key was. Hey, look! I'm returning the key.
You want a medal?
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money. Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do? I wonder where those two people we were following went. That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies, but the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Hey, Chucky, want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win! I bet I've known Chucky longer than you have.
No chance. We go way back.
Hey, hands off! That's our bread!
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Never mind. I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days, they have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half of them.
Gotta run.
How rude.
Give it some of your bread.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
You should put that on your scurvy dog.
Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops.
Don't feed the duck.
Give it some of your bread. Give it some of your bread. And bread.
It looks full. Do not pick the four-leaf clovers. As if. Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
I found one.
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox. Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way. You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
I should throw my coin in and make a wish. I should throw my coin in and make a wish. I wish Chucky had a mustache.
Ah! Whoa!
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey kids, having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs!
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop! Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asks me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch. Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Gaibrash Tripwуда. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him. Mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar. By the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Re-elect Governor Carla. I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard. Some things never change. The Scum Bar will be here as long as there are pirates. Damn pirate wannabes. Looks like a circus act. Maybe. seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition? Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm the rock-solid investment you've been waiting for.
Spare me the greasy sales pitch.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, there was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better. Elaine?
Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you?
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks. I'll try that. How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye first.
Bye.
Bye.
Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carlo the Swordmaster. Frankly, we were afraid not to. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. It doesn't look finished. They're having a half-off sale. The International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Gaibrash Tripwуда.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you. I know of your desire to find the secret of Monkey Island. Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way. Think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door. Things are not what they seem. All keys are gold. It's the way of keys. No one ever works together. All want their own prize.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. Looks sort of like an eye.
Welcome to my shop.
Hiya. What's this lock?
That's for hats. And please, don't touch the glass.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Are these for customers?
Not technically, but please, help yourself. That charming old guy who mans the lookout keeps bringing them for the parrot.
Thanks. I'll just take a few. What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
I'm Guybrash Tripwуда.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locksmith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary, just information.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
Would she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
If it is a key, could you duplicate it?
I'm not sure you're supposed to take it literally.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
I think it's a chandelier. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. Aww. Also, the windows need some work. Employees only. Employees only. It seems to be stuck closed.
A visitor! Wait. Gaibrash Tripwуда?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
Well, except the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks. Watch it.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read. It says, jail rules. 1. No escaping.
How's your day going?
At least this jail has 2 lamps.
Yeah, we are living the life.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away. Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. See you later.
Yep.
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
Eee! A spider! Carla.
Guybrash Tripwуда.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Let me show you what a hack looks like.
Pretty good, Guybrush. Right on point.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
How's the governorship treating you?
It's not as straightforward as I'd hoped. For some reason, you can't just tell everyone what to do and assume they'll do it. That's new territory for me.
Not for me. Maybe I should be governor.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine said that program is being hampered by Captain Madison.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So, unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. Warning. Do not try these tricks at home. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
It's a lot of work being governor. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today. I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood. Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Meathook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage. This was where the fantastic Flying Fettuccine Brothers circus used to be. Nothing left but old tent pole holes. Wow, I could have had a totally different future if I'd stayed with them. Re-elect Governor Carla. How clever. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Absolutely. I'd love to be a swabby. Swabbing is one of my favorite things in the whole world. The restful, mindless repetition, the delicate scent of old soapy water, the proud satisfaction of a sparkling plank.
Okay. Save the strokes for the decks. The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Smith. John Smith.
Uh-huh. LeChuck gave me a blacklist, and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry. Can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrash Tripwуда.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. Hey.
Tripwud. I shouldn't even be talking to you.
I'm not Guybrash Tripwуда. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrash Tripwуда is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Hey.
What is it?
Are you sure I can't convince you that I'm not Guybrash Tripwуда?
Just looking like Guybrash Tripwуда is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended. Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body is fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes!
Now get lost.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I defeated the ghost pirate LeChuck several times.
Super ironic that sailing with him is the only way you're getting to Monkey Island.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done. Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrash Tripwуда tried to sign on to the crew.
Tripwуда? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Tripwуда on board.
Very well.
It seems to be stuck closed. This is where I risked my neck for Elaine. And
Hey, Gaiebrosh! Hey, kid!
looks sort of like an eye. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Warning, the dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore, and if you have any questions, just ask.
Why do you have this big gear?
It's from the Melee Clock Tower, stolen during a pirate raid nearly 75 years ago. It was recently found at an inn on St. Martin, where it was being used to mill corn. I traded some old furniture for it that we had in the back room.
Has anyone thought about putting it back in the clock?
Nah. If the clock started working, it would only confuse people.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. That's a nice coffin.
The one with the ore. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter, written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. The display case is locked. The display case is locked. There's some very tiny writing on it. It's locked. How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Wow, it's worse than I imagined. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. It's a dried-up old sea sponge. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. This used to be such a bright, cheery place. I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
Nah, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
See anything interesting out there?
Change. The future.
Are those the names of ships? All I can see is open water.
It's what I named my cataracts.
Huh. I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to. Nice hat pin.
It's the emblem of a secret society I belong to.
But really?
Don't be ridiculous.
Guybrash Tripwуда, as I live and breathe. How have you been?
Same old, same old.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote Lyme's as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop. Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Active little guys, aren't they? The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. And you have a packet of stick-on stars. The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
Stay away from my mop.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Stay away from my mop.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map. I'm hopelessly lost without a... I'm hopelessly lost without a map. It's good for relieving stress. It's hopeless. It's locked. I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood. Stay out of my bedroom.
Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulation. It's a lot of work being governor. It's a lot of work being governor.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hi there. Hello again. I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Hey, Gaiebrosh! Hey, kid! You look like you're having a good time. That's nice.
Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
See you later.
Yep. They say the only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here!
I'll make it my number 3 priority. don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
Word of advice.
At least the jail is well lit.
Yeah, but the better I can see it, the worse it looks.
Ugh, it's that same spider.
Jail is like a bad breakfast.
When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Employees only. Employees only. It seems to be stuck closed. Hey, Wally.
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Gaibrash Tripwud.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. Haha, a little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Bye. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks. Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Whew, looks chilly up there. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? That looks like a treacherous voyage. It says, rating, Cursed Black Diamond. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store. They're having a half-off sale. It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. Keep up the good work, buddy. This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks. I'll get back to browsing the shop.
Act fast. Supplies are limited.
It seems to be stuck closed. I don't see anything useful here. There's some very tiny writing on it. Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read. If one monocle is good, two is better. Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Welcome back.
Hi. Hello again. Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock. I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Hello again. I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This'll be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps. There's some very tiny writing on it.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally and historically. Can you fix this?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away. One moment. Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Well, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? Ah! What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
John Laney was especially known for impersonating monsters of various types.
You failed to mention that earlier.
It's not a strong part of the sales pitch.
I'll just wear it when I really need to. Ugh.
You're welcome.
Hey, Gaibroosh! Hey, kid!
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget. Most of this serial number has been rubbed off.
Welcome back.
Hiya. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Ooh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Hey, Gaibroosh! Hey, kid!
I already copied the serial number.
Darn it! I've been trying to inventory the spiders, but they keep eating each other, and I have to start over.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case. I already copied the serial number.
No thanks, I'm about to be acquitted. Escaping looks bad. Hot diggity, what a day, huh?
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
It's a lot of work being governor. I remember when this place used to be wall-to-wall with sword training gyms. Now there's nothing but trees. Progress. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? It's sad to see the shipyard like this. It always looks bigger on this side of the island. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. How clever. How clever. I should move farther away from the quartermaster. Hi there. You must be the quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So, show me a decent mop and the job's yours.
Okay. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here. I should move farther away from... Hey, watch it! pleasantly scorching hot. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Ugh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames. Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir. I've come for a recipe, a dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
Barbie LaFleur catered that event. I own her cookbook, but I don't know any of the recipes.
Do you know where I can find Barbie LaFleur?
Middle of the Atlantic Ocean? She's halfway back to France by now.
Remind me what you said about the recipe I asked for?
I said I didn't make the food, but I've got the cookbook.
Remind me what you said about the recipe I asked for?
I said I didn't make the food, but I've got the cookbook.
I should let you get back to governing.
Yes, you should.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
Here.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
That is complete nonsense. And yet, I am going to forgive you for losing my book. I can't even explain why. I just have this sudden, inexplicable urge to forgive. You'd better not be up to something.
Just don't lose the frog, okay?
No, I'll keep it with me always.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this. I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush. This will be excellent.
Well, it's definitely a mop. Yeah, it's filled with nasty-looking water.
He'll never complain again.
The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." Looks like a mugshot.
Keep your hands off my mop. Brilliant innovation.
Looks like a mugshot.
Ingredients in...
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons. Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price. As I said, it has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Coming along nicely. Seems like a lot, but okay. Oops. Oh, well, probably fine.
Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally. Guess I lost my way. Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. guess I lost my way. It's like there's a welcoming committee. Mind your mama, little prickly kids. Hey, little fella. Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree. Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. I'll take a shortcut back. My brilliant deduction is that the museum is closed. My brilliant deduction is that the museum is closed. It's good for relieving stress. I made him up. I think I'm ready to set sail. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
So much
Look
to
at my
do.
new mop. I made it myself.
That's a fantastic mop. Absorbent, expertly carved handle. It should last you a lifetime of fine mopping. 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
Indeed. He'll never
Pleasantly
complain
scorching
again.
hot. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
So much to do. Do I really have to salt it so often? So much to do. Oops. Oh, well, probably fine.
Fancy.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay.
Yarr.
Remind me never to eat here again. It's Carla's copy of Ingredients. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. Busy?
Yep.
Looks like this is going to be a long journey. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead. How's this for a mop?
Let's see. Stick, tangle a boat line. Smells like seagull droppings. Good enough. You're hired.
Great.
We'll be getting underway soon. Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew.
I'm excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
Threepwood's on the Chuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise. From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what?
You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
I hate not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute he walked in here.
Don't worry, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah? How?
I've got a spy on board the ship.